Hello, it's time to take a look at the world energy for July 2022. For regular viewers of my channel, you may have noticed that I've been pretty quiet this month. I've only had one other video that I've released, and that is because if you remember my world energy for June this month, the world energy that I saw was the Ten of Swords, and a lot of people felt, I saw that a lot of people were going to feel that they were pinned down or just stuck and couldn't, or blocked. And the best way to combat that was with the attitude of the Fool, a more nonchalant, stress-free, just enjoying every moment feeling. And for my personal June, I've been trying to move, and so there's been a lot of stress involved in trying to do that and handling a lot of things. And I've tried to adopt that attitude of the Fool to help me, and I have to say that it has helped me a lot, and a solution for me to move has emerged. So I hope your June has not been too stressful and you've been able to adopt that attitude as well. Anyways, moving on to July 2022, the world energy that I'm seeing is, when I talk about the world energy, I'm talking about the collective paradigms and energies and thoughts and emotions that we all bring into the world as we interact with others. And what I'm seeing collectively, the general shape of that energy for July is the High Priestess. The High Priestess, sometimes referred to as the female pope or the papess, and historians kind of debate whether there actually ever was a female pope, Pope Joan, but a lot of them think that that's fictitious and there actually wasn't. But either way, the concept of a female pope is there, and I was trying to think, how can we best describe the High Priestess? And I was thinking about it in terms of genre, because a lot of the tarot cards seem to inhabit their own worlds in which rarely do they interact. Kind of like, I was thinking about, Looney Tunes, which is a great collection of characters, so idiosyncratic, right? Very high energy characters, very distinct ways of being and talking and inhabiting the world and interacting with others, and just putting two of them together, you can kind of generate conflict and energy. But the High Priestess, I would say, is not somebody who would fit into a genre like Looney Tunes. Like, she is just so different from that. So what genre does she fit into? The idea of genre itself is sort of like a worldview in which there's certain mechanics about what is tolerated in the narrative and the story. And for example, what you have in a romance genre, a romance novel, is going to be very different from what you have in a science fiction novel. And I'm not saying the two can't merge together and interact in different ways, but if you kind of separate them, you could think maybe of the four suits in the tarot, which are, cups, swords, wands, and discs. Each of those can be seen as its own genre. Maybe you could say cups is emotional, so it's romance novels, for example, or science fiction is about ideas and new concepts, so maybe that's wands. But where would the High Priestess fit? And I think she doesn't really quite fit into a fiction category. I mean, it'd be a bit of a stretch. I think more easily she is more like the qualities that you see in more of a nonfiction section, like New Age section, religion, self-help a bit, this kind of attitude of self-study and adapting to the world and finding the best path to create harmony. I think harmony is a good idea and word to describe the High Priestess, because she is about that kind of more feminine yin energy. If you have like the yin yang, one is more like aggressive action, that's the yang, and then the yin is the more harmonic response to that. So in music, the melody is usually the higher register in the music, in which you have a more distinct sound. Usually we remember melodies because they're really in our face, whereas harmony is just accompanying that. And you can have things like fugues, which have their own sort of melody, but really harmony is usually in the lower register, and it's a little quieter and more subdued, but it's very important to adding the right texture to our experience. So to benefit the most from that in July, consider how you can help others to accomplish their goals and dreams. And I'm not saying you should totally neglect your dreams and goals and plans, but in July it's a lot more helpful just to kind of take a back seat and, help people, support people, and then what you're doing really is stockpiling energy so that when you are ready to act in the future beyond July, then you will have stockpiled goodwill towards you. You can get support and help as well. The High Priestess is also very much about going within and study and meditation. So any kind of spiritual practice, like I said, the genres that best encompass it are religion, New Age, spirituality, and self-help too. Maybe get a book in one of those genres and read it in July. I promise I will be back with more videos soon. It's just been a little, like I said, the Ten of Swords has kind of had me pinned down for a lot of June, but I do plan to pick up the energy again and have a lot more videos coming, so stick around, subscribe, and if you need a personal tarot reading or coaching, you can contact me here. July horoscopes coming soon. See you then.